This black cat keeps coming to visit us, but every time I go outside to try to pet it, he runs away. I don't know where he lives, but he's a frequent visitor. Saturday, August 6th, 2022, 8:09 a.m. I feel awful. Not in a COVID way. This is something different. I just feel run down and nauseous. I've been COVID free for over a week, so that's not the problem. I just feel generally crappy. Might have had just too much coffee, which I do, knowing that I'll feel awful, but I drink it anyway. So apparently, I don't have a chemical imbalance that causes my depression. That's encouraging news. So what they've been telling people with depression is that they have a chemical imbalance in their brain, and that these antidepressant medications help to rebalance the chemicals or whatever. And they've been telling us that knowing full well that that's not actually true. So there's been a study that says there's no evidence of it being a serotonin thing, and they don't know why antidepressant medications work. I don't know how to feel about it now, because now I don't have that thing to fall back on. I was like, well, it's not my fault. I have a chemical imbalance, and that's why I feel this way. But now it's just, well, I guess I'm just unhappy. Yes. But I've taken these medications, and I've talked about it before. It was like the lights came on. The first time they put me on an antidepressant, it was life-changing for me, like night and day. So now the question is, do I continue to stay on this medication? Is it actually helping me, or is it, long-term going to be doing me damage? As far as my songwriting goes, it's like I've written 2 songs that are specifically about taking these medications to help my depression. And this new information isn't going to help those songs age well. But hey, no one's listening to them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we've always just looked at depression from the wrong perspective. Maybe instead of a cold diagnosis of you have depression, we should look at it like you've been afflicted with melancholy, which sounds a little romanticized, but it kind of fits. Because being diagnosed with something means that it's something you just have, something that you've developed. But if you've been afflicted with something, it's like been given to you. And I don't know if that's helpful, but it could be. But I guess I should start trying some other things. I should get back into exercising. I've got that stupid treadmill in the basement that's just sitting there collecting dust. I should start using it again. Exercise is supposed to be good for depression, so... And Lord knows I could stand to lose a few pounds. And there's diet. I've struggled with diet for a long time. I remember when I was in the hospital for wanting to kill myself. The food was really good. They had great food at the hospital. And so I had 3 really good meals a day. And I think that, by the end of the week that I was in there, I was feeling pretty good. Between the new medication, which I don't know if that does anything now, and the solid meal plan, I felt really good when I left the hospital. So I would assume diet and exercise are 2 important things, 2 tools you can use to fight depression. That's what they keep saying. So I should probably try those things, especially if I'm going to have to get off of medication, which will be a nightmare because every time I get off of medication, I get the brain zaps to such a severe degree that I just want to die. I'm still doing the new morning routine where I don't do any sort of input for the first hour. I don't look at the news. I don't listen to music or podcasts or anything. I just sit, I eat my breakfast and drink my coffee, and I watch the sky get bright. And I've found that my mood is slightly better than usual. I'm falling behind on all the podcasts I like to listen to, but whatever. But I still really like the kind of quiet, relaxed, let my brain warm up at its own pace thing. So I'm going to keep doing it because it's enjoyable. And I do think it's helpful to my mood. I'd like to know, if you're still watching at this point, I'd like to know if you're on antidepressants, what you think about this, because I'm sort of at a loss. I don't know where to go from here. So if you're taking an antidepressant, are you going to stop taking it? Are you going to keep taking it? I'm leaning towards continuing it just because it has worked for me so far. I'm going to talk to my doctor about it, though, because I'm due for getting more refills anyway. So I'll talk to her and see what she thinks. But anyway, I'd like to know what you think too, because I'm confused. Like anyone's actually going to comment on a video. Anyway, like I said, I'm not feeling so hot. I just kind of feel like sulking and brooding today. So I think that's what I'll do. It's too bad there's no brooding career options. I'd be a massive success. I could retire early. You can listen to my entire full albums in one video now. I just put those up last night. And the lyric videos are up and running. And I like them. I think they turned out okay. The one for Unfound is doing pretty well for some reason. This is the first one I did. I assume that has something to do with it. So check out the music. That's why I'm doing all this garbage. And I'm thinking about maybe starting to try to hone my guitar skills and singing skills enough to share some new music with you. So we'll see how that goes, but look for that in the not so distant future. If you're still with me, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I know I'm super boring. I guess I'll see you next time with more riveting content.